Hello, my name is Joe Connolly. I am Managing Director of William Connolly and Sons, Red Mills, Goresbridge, County Kilkenny. We trade under the brand Connolly's Red Mills, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, and we have been involved in the greyhound business since the 70s, manufacturing a muesli type product initially, and then in '84 we installed an extrusion machine which gave us the benefit of cooking the cereals and the meat and generating the Red Mills Racer product. The development of the cooking of the cereals and the meat in the form of a biscuit for the Racer product, which was our first dog food, that was a great development in Ireland because most of the extruded products were all imported up to that point, mainly from America. And to have a product that we could stand over and put our name on and guarantee that what was supposed to be in the bag was in the bag. And that gave the ability for our customers to actually win prizes all over Ireland, the UK and further afield. The cooking goes right back to the point when in 1908 when the Connollys bought the business, my great grandfather Michael Connolly, and the development of an oatmeal plant to make porridge and the cooking of cereals is something that's in the Connolly history right back to that time. Today we are one of the biggest cookers of cereals from the point of view of the pet foods, the greyhound feeds and equine feeds. One of the main things that we believe in is to actually spend our euro where we earn our cent, and that is by sponsoring the sport of our customers, and that's very, very important to us as one of the cornerstones of what we believe. And the most important thing is to actually put the money up so that everybody gets a chance to win the prize, whatever that prize may be. Red Mills as a company has sponsored in every track in Ireland. In fact, we're the only company that manufactures greyhound feeds in Ireland. The belief in Red Mills and the fact that we sponsor and put the money back into greyhound racing, also the support of the various competitions that are run for the produce, etc. The element of reinvesting in Irish jobs and keeping our money circulating within the economy is very important. The laboratory is on site, and here we test for prohibited substances in the raw materials that may contribute, if not screened out at this point in time, to the failure of a dog when he wins the race. The other area, and this is the most important one from the point of view of the nutritional requirements for that particular dog to achieve the results that you require, are tested for on site. The levels of protein, the levels of nutrients are all tested here to guarantee that the product is as you would expect from Red Mills. In 1999, we embarked on building the Rednut facility, which is a state-of-the-art pet food plant which was built in Gowran, County Kilkenny. This particular plant was the most modern at its time in Ireland, and it's the only one of its type to produce dry extruded pet foods in the 26 counties. The most important thing about this factory was that it was built to a level where we manufactured to human food standards, and in fact that has been beneficial for our export trade to Japan. The disciplines of staff and of the management to actually produce the best quality feed for your dog has been our goal in Rednut. Here in the control panel you will see the computers. In fact, the whole plant is monitored by computer. Nothing moves unless the computer says it should move at this particular point in time, and that gives us tracking of all the recipes as they go through. In fact, it means that there is nobody can interfere or change anything without the computer knowing it. Computer age, as we call it. But it does give a guarantee that we can track the product in its entirety, right through to the cooking and on to packing. This is the extruder which manufactures the product. In fact, this machine cooks the product, steam cooks it, and then it actually gelatinizes the starch and extrudes it into a shape. In fact, shapes are very important, as you know, because some dogs prefer a larger shape, smaller dogs a smaller shape, but we prefer to make a button type product for the greyhound feed. Here you can actually see this machine, which has been purchased in Sabetha, Kansas, which is the center of extrusion and manufactured by Wenger's. We bought this particular machine back in 1999 and installed it. It was state-of-the-art at the time, and you can see that once the product has come through here, it is cooked and sterilized. From the output end of the extruder, the product is swept away in a vacuum to a dryer where it is cooled from about 130 degrees centigrade right down to ambient, and the moisture content is reduced down to about 8%. This is for storage, and the most important thing is that we get the shelf life, so that when you get the product, that it is sweet and sound. Once the product has been dried, it is then transferred by conveyors to a bin, and whichever bin it actually is deposited in, it is then tested before it is actually packed. In fact, again, this is another quality control measure to make sure that the product is as it should be. I can't emphasize enough how we consider the quality, and the quality of what we produce is the best quality for the purpose of which you require for your particular dog. The packing lines we have here are for packing several different size bags and at different rates, and you will notice that there are a number of packing lines here. In fact, we then store them in racking systems by where it is again kept so that we actually have product in stock for dispatch when the order comes through. On behalf of Red Mills and all that work here, we would like to thank you for supporting us, and hopefully we will see you at your local track.